Hi folks, welcome back to The Addicted Bookworm, and I want to admit something. I kind of lied. This is actually going to be the final video for today. It is currently 1:09 in the afternoon. However, it won't be like 1:15 or 1:20 or 1:30 when I upload this. It'll probably be much closer to when I'm going to be leaving, because I'm leaving at 4, like 4:15, 4:30 or so, something like that. And so, because I have to go over to Myers and pick up a couple things, and then I'm going to head to work. I'm going to say something. I got off of work at like 4:15, close to that, and I was like, I'm hungry. I hadn't eaten all day. I was absolutely starving. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to Myers and pick up something to eat, because they got some really great ready-to-eat food. And I walked in, because it's like on this side, so like if you're facing Myers, like on my right is things like what was it? Like stuff you can't eat. Stuff you can't eat. And then on my left is stuff you can eat. Like it's the grocery store part of it. The other side is feels more like a Walmart or something like that. Anyways, so I went to the parts you can eat, and they had this thing about this avocado salmon kind of bowl, and I was like, oh, when you haven't eaten a whole day, it sounds really good. And so I bought it, and I loved it. So yeah, great way to get get what your body needs to survive. Anyways, so I just finished The Mystery of the Missing Book. This is on my Color Soft, because I just wanted to do that. I know I just did a video celebrating like 1 month that I've had my Paperwhite, but I do own a Color Soft for people that didn't know, and this is it. So, The Mystery of the Missing Book, I purchased this. So, this was on Kindle Unlimited, and then I acquired it, and then I ripped off. Basically, it rips off the words Kindle Unlimited. So now it's just like, oh, it's just a regular book. All right. So this is one of those books that you pick up because the cover just absolutely intrigues you. Not that you'll be remotely interested in what goes on. So, Mystery of the Missing Book is basically about this book that ends up missing. And it is connected to this guy who ends up dead. And we have our protagonists who are, I believe they're librarians. I believe they're librarians. And they're trying to figure out, is there a connection between the book and the dead body? And of course there is. And I read this book over the course of a couple of days, and I liked it so much that I wanted to acquire it. So that's why the Kindle Limited thing's off of it. There are plenty of twists and turns in this book, but at the end of it, we do find out that it's connected to this guy who's been going to different libraries in forgot the country's name, but it's one of those Scandinavian, Icelandic countries. And he's been going around, and he's been basically ripping maps out of books. For whatever reason, I don't know why this guy would do it. But then apparently he comes over to the States to do the same thing, and that is how he ends up dead. And not how he ends up dead, sorry, he ends up being the one. But actually, one of the things I highlighted in, like, I think it was yellow, was the book. Where's the book? And it seems like that he is really fascinated by this book. And I don't think he finds it. I enjoyed it. I really did. I gave it 4 stars on Amazon. I actually changed the settings to where it would go to Amazon and not Goodreads. And it was just, like I said, it was a good book. It was a nice little cozy mystery. Like I said, I like the characters in this book, and I really want to read the second book, which I will read the second book. But yeah, it's now official. I have another book finished. I went ahead and put it in the sleep case I'm not really too fond of. I, of course, had to change the back. But yeah, I just thought it was a good first book. Really, I'm going to really want to read the second one and everything. But yeah, I am so excited about finishing this book. So at the time that this was published, there's like 2 books, but I know there's a lot more now. Then she gives like a basically was it a a glossary of terms. So apparently Judith Cutler is a British author. Alright, so now that I'm done with that book, so I will say this, people might ask me, why didn't you like return this color stock where everybody else was returning theirs? And absolutely honestly, I just couldn't return it. I couldn't return it. So what's the next book I'm going to read? Let's see here, let's look down. Let's see. Alright, so I am actually reading the Shell House Detectives. And that is what that's what it looks like. It's like darkened, but I love it. I love it. I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love my Paperwhite, but I love my Paperwhite, but I like my Color Soft a little bit more than my Paperwhite. Anyways, so that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.